Hey folks, this feeder is brand new for 2024 and it's called the Corn Pro. It's patent pending and made right here in Texas and can be used as a broadcast corn feeder as well as a time release protein feeder. This is the 600-pound model. We're also going to offer this in a 1,000-pound model. Let me show you how it works. As you can see, the Corn Pro comes with an Eliminator spinner plate, and right now on this control box, these plates or flaps are down or open, so when that spinner plate goes off, it's going to broadcast corn in all directions around this feeder. What's cool about this feeder is you can adjust these plates by removing this nut and sliding them up to shut this gap or hole in the control box, and you can control which direction it broadcasts. Or if you raise all four of these plates up, you will now turn it in to a time release protein feeder. So I'll show you how that works in a minute. But again, right now it's in broadcast mode. And when that spinner plate goes off, it will broadcast corn in all directions. Whatever falls into the control box here will come out onto the trough. But again, it's in broadcast mode right now. And if you want to make this more of a directional feeder, you can rotate or adjust, have some of these shut, some open. Like let's say you don't want it to come out the back here, you can put this flap up and it'll just broadcast in these three directions. And now I'm going to show you how to turn it into a time release protein feeder. So you can see I have removed the nut that was holding this plate or flap on the control box in place, and now I can slide that plate up, line it up with the hole right there, fasten the nut back in and tighten it up and shut that hole. And if I do that on all four sides, I'll turn it into a time release protein feeder. Now I have adjusted the plates on all four sides of the control box. Move those plates up, put the nut in the second position to hold the plate up and close this gap here. And now you can see all four of those plates are up and shut, and now this Corn Pro is in time release protein mode. So the spinner plate will spin, release the protein, it will fall through the control box and down into the trough here. You can see the trough is perforated, so there will be no collection of moisture during rainy or foggy conditions. Your protein stays good, and now you easily have turned a broadcast corn feeder into a time released protein feeder. The control box of the Corn Pro also has this removable plate. It just attaches with two wing nuts, and that gives you access to your motor and your spinner plate in the control box here. In case you ever have any issues with your motor or your spinner plate, or you need to change them out, etc., you can access the motor and the spinner plate by removing this plate right here on the control box of the Corn Pro. We have a newly designed sliding and locking lid on this feeder. It's spring loaded. You simply pull it out and then lift up to open it. And then as you'll see, we have put the controls for this feeder now up top in this tray that's underneath the lid. There's your battery and your timer. Your solar panel is up top here as well, so you don't have to bend over anymore to access these things. To shut the lid, simply pull it back and down. It locks into place again with the spring-loaded design. We are going to include a locking pin or nut for this lid. That way when you're hauling it down the road, you can keep the lid on nice and snug. You don't have to worry about it going anywhere. Or if you have bears on your property or some gnarly varmints, you want to keep this thing locked down tight at all times, you can keep that locking nut in there. This newly designed lid is pretty neat. It slides, lifts up to open, slide it back and down to shut it. It's locked firmly into place, and again, your controls and solar panel are up top on this feeder. Brand new for 2024, the ASF Corn Pro. It's patent pending and made right here in Texas. It can serve both as a broadcast corn feeder or a time release protein feeder. It's extremely easy to switch back and forth between broadcast mode and time release protein mode. This is the 600-pound model. We will also offer it in a 1,000-pound model. Look for it at allseasonsfeeders.com or a dealer near you.